Mari bergabung dengan Master Marine 1 juta video dunia maritim untuk mengenal dunia maritim. Jangan lupa subscribe karena subscribe itu gratis. Share dan like.
Have to prepare travel documents. The second one is holiday, vacation, and visit. You can use this word to express that you want to go somewhere just to relieve your stress or just to enjoy the new place. So you can say, I'm going on a vacation to plus the country. I'm going on a vacation to Italy, for example. Or I'm going on a holiday to the country. I'm going on a holiday to Italy. Or I'm going to visit Italy. So you can use this word to show your destination. The third one is currency, money changer, and exchange rate. So you already have your documents to travel. You also know where you are going. What is the next thing you need? When you want to travel, of course you need money. But when you talk about different countries, you don't talk about money because different countries might use different kinds of money. We call it currency. Currency is fancy word for money. So when you want to go to another country, you don't say, what money do I need, but what currency do I need? Don't go to a place or to a country and realize you have the wrong money because it will cost you a lot of trouble. So make sure you have the right money to go to another country. Check the country's currency. The number or the amount of the money we have and the amount of the money they have is different. So we have rupiah, and if you go to Singapore, they use Singaporean dollar. So how much rupiah do I need if you want to use Singaporean dollar? To check it, you go to the exchange rate. So check the exchange rate to know how much money you would need in their currency. So currency and exchange rate. After you know the amount of money that you would need in the country that you're going to visit, then you will go to the money changer. Change your money into the currency that they use. Okay, so you have to know money changer, currency, and exchange rate. 3. Flight, trip, travel arrangements, and itinerary. How to use these words? Flight, trip, and travel arrangement. So you say, I have to book my flight. I have to book my trip, or I have to plan my trip. And the last one, I have to make travel arrangement. Travel arrangement will be issued after you buy your tickets. And there are two kinds of tickets, returns and one way. What is one way? One way is a ticket that you buy that will only get you to the destination, while returns ticket is a ticket that you buy that will get you to your destination and will get you back to your home country. When you want to buy for a ticket, you can say, is it a one-way ticket or a return ticket? And after the ticket is issued, you will have your itinerary. Itinerary is your travel arrangement. It will show you where and when to go and when to come back. 5. Luggage, baggage, and carry-on. So you know where to go, you have your itinerary, you have your money. What is the next thing you do? You have to prepare your bag, or you have to prepare your luggage or baggage. Now luggage and baggage, they mean the same, but there is one other thing that is different. It is a carry-on. A carry-on is a bag that you can bring inside the airplane and you can put in the compartment above your head. It's called a carry-on. You can bring one carry-on, you can also bring two carry-on. It depends on the regulation of the airline. But for luggage and baggage, you have to give them to the airport staff, and then you will not see it again until you arrive in your destination. So you have put your luggage and baggage with the airline staff, and then you also bring your carry-on with you to be put inside the airplane. Now you just have to wait for your flight to be called, and then it's time for you to go to your destination. 6. Custom. If you have arrived in a country where you want to visit, what is the next thing that will happen to you? The next thing that will happen to you is custom. The custom officer will ask you several things, such as, can you show me your passport? And you should hand it to them. And second, what is the purpose of your visit? I'm here for a holiday, or I'm here for vacation. And 3, how long is the duration of your visit? And you can say, I'm here for 5 days, for example. And the last question they might ask you is, which hotel are you staying at? And you should answer, I'm staying at blah 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 hotel. So after you pass the custom officers and you pass the security, now it's time for you to say, I'm ready for my vacation. 7. Hotel, motel, or hostel. When you arrive in a country that you want to visit, the first place you will most likely go to is your hotel, because you're going to put your bag and everything. So there are 3 terms to say about the place where you can stay during your holiday. The places are hotel, motel, and hostel. Let's discuss it one by one. Hotel is the most expensive one if you compare with motel and hostel. It has many facilities such as restaurants, swimming pools, karaoke, and many other things. Of course, you will have your own room and your own bathroom, and it is the most comfortable place to stay during your vacation. Second one is motel. This is one level beyond hotel. It will not have as many facilities as the hotel, like luxurious karaoke or luxurious restaurants, but you still have your own room and your own bathroom. The third one is hostel. Hostel is the cheapest one between those 3. It is usually for a backpacker. There will be many people in one bedroom and you have to share your bathroom. So it depends. It depends on your budget and the purpose of your holiday, whether you want to stay in a hotel, in a motel, or in a hostel. 8. Sightseeing and tourist attractions. So when you have arrived in your hotel, you put your bag and everything, and you might want to go out and see the interesting place of that country, right? So you can say, I want to go sightseeing. What is sightseeing? Sightseeing means go to a place of interest in one country. For example, when you are in France, you can say, I want to go sightseeing, and then you go to Eiffel Tower. So if you want to go around the unique places in a country or in one area, you can say, I want to go sightseeing. Now, the unique places or places of interest in one country, we call it tourist attraction. This is the place that attracts the tourists. It's like the magnet that brings the tourists together. For example, in Jakarta, what is the tourist attraction? Maybe you can say Monas, for example.